everyone, and welcome to Aaron Petit Piano Tutorials. Thank you for watching today's episode. I am going to be talking about a practice technique that I like to call 8-4-2-1. There's actually two practice techniques in this video. They're both super related, that's why I'm making them in one video. The other one is called 4-3-2-1. So it's basically this. The general idea is if you find any passages that require a lot of stamina or are hard to get from one group to the next comfortably, you practice it so that you're not just doing each one time, but you actually play each one and you sit on that note for a while, or the group of notes for a while, before moving on to the next one, so that you're comfortable where you're at before you go ahead. So, let's take a couple of examples. Here's a very basic, just tremolo thing in C major. If I just do a broken octave on every note, so just a C major scale with a thumb, and then I just do an octave on top of that, so, sorry. Let's say you're having difficulty with it, like I just did, like if I had a little mistake, and I'm feeling not totally comfortable, then what I can do is I can practice 8-4-2-1. So what this is you practice each note 8 times, or each group, in this case, each broken octave, 8 times, then 4 times, then 2 times, and finally 1 time like it's written. So 8 times is going to be, it'll take a while, so I'll just do like up to F so I don't waste all your time, but this is what it's going to sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So you're going to like make sure you're doing 8 each time. And what that does is it just lets you feel the bottom of the keys and shake out each group so you're totally relaxed and comfortable before you move to the next one. Then you go by and you do that whole scale in 4 times each. And then you go back and do it twice each time. And then back to once and see if it's better. Slightly better, yeah. It's felt more comfortable, still not perfect, but what I can do is, if it's not totally fixed, just do 8-4-2-1 again on the whole thing. And to be fair, I didn't do 8 on the whole scale this time just to save time, because it takes twice as long, obviously. So if I just go back and do 8-4-2-1 again, I bet that thing would be even faster and even more comfortable. So it's just a really cool technique that doesn't take a lot of time, and it just gets you comfortable with any like perpetual motion practice things. If it's like thirds or something, like you can just get comfortable with one group. I was doing 4 there, but you'd go 8-4-2-1. Okay, so that's the first technique, and that's best for stuff like tremolos and arpeggios that require a lot of physical endurance, like the Chopin Opus 25 number 12 etude. Requires all this arm stamina. You can do each one. I'm not going to do it 8 times, but I'll do it a couple times so you get the idea. Etc. So you do 8 of each harmony up and down, then 4 of each harmony, 2 of each harmony, 1 of each harmony. And then it's back in its original state. So it's best for arpeggios and tremolos, I would say in general. The other one, 4-3-2-1, works best for like really fingery work, like the Chopin Etude Opus 10 number 4. I'm half a year out of practice on this piece, so I'm sure it's not going to be super clean, but you might recognize it. This piece, so it's got a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers that just keep going. And then, all the stuff that could be difficult, can be straining if you're just over and over doing it. So what you can do is 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay on each group for 4 times, then 3 times, and 2 times. So. And there it was, I did 4, 3, 2, 1 on that. I hope you could hear that or tell. So anyway, it just helps you feel totally solid in each group before you move on. Because I think that's a big problem in perpetual motion playing is the only reason it's difficult is because of how long it goes on and how little people actually practice each group. They'll go through the etude 5 times a day slowly, but that doesn't do much good if you're only practicing each pattern 1 time. If I just played that whole piece, even if I give a lot of finger strength and stuff, it's not going to do much for building my endurance because each 4-note group is only played once. So it's like, how is that going to actually build my muscle strength? It doesn't really do it much. So if I do 4, 3, 2, 1, I get each pattern and each group a lot of repetitions, but I don't have to play the piece, 7 times to be able to get the same result, or 18 times, or 28 times, whatever. It helps you structure your practice so you don't feel like you're doing a lot of work by playing it over and over, but you get results much quicker. So again, 4, 3, 2, 1 for these sort of fingery passages, 8, 4, 2, 1 for tremolos and arpeggios. Of course, there are variants, and you can take this idea into your own practice and change it up. Maybe you want to do 16, 8, 4, 2, 1, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or change it up however you like it, and you can apply it to your own practice and your own pieces and your own difficulties. Because it's really just the idea that's important, the idea behind practicing it and not moving on until you're comfortable with where you're at is basically the whole foundation of this method of practicing. And this isn't good for slow nocturne style. That's not going to do you any good. It's mostly for perpetual motion, but if you find other pieces that you think it would help, then go ahead. So I hope this video has helped you. Feel free to send me an email at pianoapprentice@hotmail.com. If you have any questions about this or comments, or you can let me know like what pieces you're practicing it on and how it's helping or how it's not helping. Anything, just any comments. I appreciate the dialogue and anybody who's interested. So thanks so much for watching. See you next time.